Good afternoon. Can everybody be seated, please? And make sure that your cell phones and watches are on silent. Make sure mine is, yep. Thank you. Good afternoon. And welcome to the Correctional Peace Officers Foundation's Recognition Luncheon. My name is Kim Potter-Blair, and it is both an honor and a responsibility to stand before you today. Yesterday, we honored those who gave everything. Today, we honor those who are still carrying it. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to center ourselves. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, as we gather for this recognition luncheon, we pause with grateful hearts. We thank you for the men and women of corrections who dedicate their lives to saving others, often in difficult and unseen ways. Yesterday, we remembered those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Today, we lift up those who continue to carry that service forward, the officers, staff, retirees, families, and supporters whose commitment strengthens our profession and our communities. We ask for your blessing upon this gathering, upon the food we are about to receive, and upon all who prepared it. Grant us fellowship, encouragement, and renewed purpose as we share this time together. Watch over those who serve, comfort those who grieve, and remind us always of the bonds of duty, honor, and sacrifice that unites us. May we leave here inspired by the examples of those we recognize and committed to caring for one another in the days ahead. In your holy name, amen. Please enjoy your meal as the pipe and drum band takes the floor, leading us into lunch with a tradition rooted in honor, remembrance, and service. Our pipe and drum band. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue with the program. Thank you. Please continue to enjoy your meal. We're running a little behind schedule, so we're going to go ahead. So today, I want to speak plainly. In corrections, we talk about line of duty deaths, and we should. But there is another reality to this profession, one that doesn't always get the same recognition: survival. There are men and women in this room who went to work, faced violence, faced fear, faced moments where everything could have gone a different way, and they lived. Sometimes because of training, sometimes because of their partners, sometimes because of timing, and sometimes only by the grace of God. But survival comes with a cost. The physical injuries may heal, but the mental scars, the memories, the replay of that moment, those stay. Today we recognize something that deserves to be said out loud. Survivors are not separate from the fallen. In many ways, they stood in the very same place. The only difference is that they are still here to carry it, and that matters. Because continuing, whether that means coming back to work, putting the uniform back on, or simply finding a way forward after everything you've been through, that is courage, that is strength, and that deserves to be honored. It is now my honor to recognize our survivors of serious assaults. As each name is called, we ask that the survivor and their escort make their way to the stage to receive this recognition on behalf of the Correctional Peace Officers Foundation. Will the Board of Directors join me? Corrections Case Manager Betty Jo Lindsay, Crossroads Correctional Center, Missouri. On January 2nd, 2025, CCM Betty Lindsay was attacked by an inmate who knocked her to the ground and repeatedly stomped her. Responding staff secured the inmate, and she was transported to the hospital where she underwent surgery and her injuries. Corrections Case Manager Betty Jo Lindsay. Corrections Officer Seth Henry, South Central Correctional Center, Missouri. On January 3rd, 2025, Officer Henry was violently assaulted and struck multiple times in the head and face, leaving him unconscious. He was transported to the hospital and treated for significant injuries requiring staples and stitches to the head. Corrections Officer Seth Henry. Sergeant Christopher Harbuck, Liberty Correctional Institution, Florida. On January 25th, 2025, Sergeant Harbuck responded to an inmate assault involving a prison-made weapon. After administering chemical agents, the inmate charged Sergeant Harbuck and slashed him across the face. He was airlifted for emergency treatment and has since returned to light duty. Sergeant Christopher Harbuck. Corrections Case Manager Dustin Johnson, South Central Correctional Center, Missouri. and he cannot be here with us today, but there's someone accepting it on his behalf. On March 13th, 2025, CCM Dustin Johnson was attacked inside his office when an inmate began stabbing him in the neck and head. He was airlifted to the hospital, placed in a medically induced coma, and later transferred to a rehabilitation facility to continue recovery. Corrections Case Manager Dustin Johnson. Correctional Officer Derek Knapp, Minnesota Correctional Facility, Rush City, Minnesota. On April 10th, 2025, Officer Knapp was attacked during a stand-up verification when an inmate became aggressive and assaulted him. Officer Knapp was transported to the hospital and treated for his injuries. Correctional Officer Derek Knapp. Sergeant Troy Ellis, unfortunately could not be here, and Corrections Officer Stephen Joseph, G. Robert Cotton Correctional Facility, Michigan. Officer Stephen Joseph was assaulted after directing an inmate to return to his cell. Sergeant Ellis responded immediately to render aid, and together they restrained the inmate despite the discovery of an inmate-manufactured weapon used during the assault. Both officers were transported for medical treatment. Sergeant Troy Ellis and Corrections Officer Stephen Joseph. Unit Manager Randy Boyd, Sergeant Ashley McCrae, and Lieutenant Billy Kimberlin, Wallens Ridge State Prison, Virginia. On May 2nd, 2025, Unit Manager Boyd, alongside Sergeant Ashley McCrae and Lieutenant Billy Kimberlin, was attacked by a group of MS-13 gang members. All three staff members suffered multiple stab wounds and were transported for emergency medical treatment. With us today, Unit Manager Randy Boyd. Lieutenant Rachel Spaulding, Eastern Reception Diagnostic and Correctional Center, Missouri. On May 15th, 2025, Lieutenant Spaulding was attempting to remove an inmate hand from the handcuff port when she was stabbed multiple times in the abdomen and arm through the handcuff port. She was transported to the hospital and treated in her injuries. Lieutenant Rachel Spaulding. Correctional Officer 4, Dakota Simber, Ellis Unit, Texas. On June 16th, 2025, Officer Simber was assaulted while attempting to escort an inmate to shower. During the attack, the inmate repeatedly struck him using the tray slot bar before responding staff intervened and transported Officer Simber for medical treatment. Correctional Officer 4, Dakota Simber. Behavioral health practitioner Trista McClure. Tecmusa Correctional Institution, Nebraska. On July 9th, 2025, Trista McClure was attacked inside her office after an inmate barricaded the door and assaulted her with a weapon. She fought back until responding staff arrived and was treated for lacerations and blunt force trauma injuries. Behavioral health practitioner, Trista McClure. Sergeant Randall Smith, Tiger River Correctional Institution, South Carolina. On August 4th, 2025, Sergeant Smith was assaulted during pill disbursement when an inmate retrieved a pot of scalding water and threw it onto him. Sergeant Smith was transported to the hospital and treated for his injuries. Sergeant Randall Smith. Video Intel Analyst Michaela West, Nebraska State Penitentiary, Nebraska. On August 27th, 2025, Michaela West was attacked from behind by two inmates who repeatedly stomped her on her head and chest, leaving her unconscious. Responding staff regained control of the situation, and she was transported to the hospital and treated for severe injuries, including a fractured C1 and several other fractures. Video and Intel Analyst, Michaela West. Captain Troy Ellis, South Dakota State Penitentiary, South Dakota. On October 3rd, 2025, Captain Ellis was assaulted by an inmate, refusing orders, and suffered severe injuries, including broken facial bones, lacerations, and traumatic brain injury. He was transported for emergency medical treatment. Captain Troy Ellis. Correctional Officer Roy Landeros, Correctional Officer Stephen Baradovic, and Correctional Sergeant Mallory Corder, California State Prison, Sacramento, California. On November 1st, 2025, Officer Landeros and Baradovic were conducting a cell search when an inmate on a hunger strike attacked them with an inmate-manufactured weapon. Sergeant Corder responded immediately, rendering life-saving aid to Officer Landeros after locating a severe puncture wound in his femoral artery. Sergeant Corder inserted her finger into the stab wound, helping to stop the bleeding. Sergeant Corder was transported along with Officer Landeros and Baradovic, not removing her finger until at the hospital, and it was safe to do so. Officers Landeros survived near fatal stab wounds, and Officer Baradovic survived severe and lacerated tendons and has not regained feeling in his hand. Correctional Officer Ray Landeros, Correctional Officer Stephen Baratovich, and Correctional Sergeant Mallory Corder. Correction Officer Jacob Utt, LPN Elizabeth Sellers, and K-9 Officer David McLean, River North Correctional Center, Virginia. On November 17, 2025, these staff members were involved in the tragic assault that claimed the life of Master Correction Officer Jeremy Hall, whom we honored during yesterday's memorial ceremony. During the attack, Master Correction Officer Hall made the ultimate sacrifice while protecting those around him, shoving LPN Elizabeth Sellers into a pill cabinet to move her out of harm's way before confronting the attacker himself. In the moments that followed, Correction Officer Jacob Utt and K-9 Officer David McLean rushed toward danger without hesitation, fighting to stop the assault and desperately working to save Officer Hall's life by rendering aid and performing CPR. The physical and emotional impact of that day will never fully fade, but neither will the heroism displayed by these individuals or the sacrifice made by Officer Hall. Today, we are honored to have with us Correction Officer Jacob Utt, LPN Elizabeth Sellers, and K-9 Officer David McLean. Correctional Officer Jasmine Marshall, Telfair State Prison, Georgia. On February 8th, 2026, Officer Marshall was assaulted by an inmate armed with an inmate-manufactured weapon and was struck multiple times before responding staff intervened. She was transported to the hospital for treatment of her injuries. Correctional Officer Jasmine Marshall. Please join me in recognizing these survivors for their courage, resilience, and continued dedication to this profession. In this profession, there are moments when individuals rise beyond expectation, when instinct, courage, and selflessness takes over. Today, we recognize those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. What makes their actions even more powerful is that they did not even have to act. They were off duty. They had already given their time. They could have walked away, but they didn't. Because being a correctional professional is not something you take off with the uniform. It's who you are. And in those moments when others needed help, when seconds mattered, when action was required, they stepped forward without hesitation. Not for recognition, not for reward, but because it was the right thing to do. Lieutenant Tyler Gaines, Oklahoma Department of Corrections. In September 2025, Lieutenant Tyler Gaines demonstrated extraordinary courage and selfless dedication to public safety when he witnessed a Hominy police officer engaged in a violent struggle with a suspect attempting to gain control of the officer's firearm. Without hesitation and with complete disregard for his own safety, Lieutenant Gaines immediately intervened, helping to subdue the suspect and protect the lives of everyone involved. His swift actions, bravery under pressure, and unwavering commitment to the safety of his fellow first responders exemplify the very best of the correctional profession. In recognition of his heroic actions, the Oklahoma Department of Corrections announced that Lieutenant Tyler Gaines had been selected as the recipient of the Bronze Medal of Honor by One Voice United. Oklahoma Department of Corrections Director Justin Ferris stated, "Tyler's willingness to step into danger to protect another first responder reflects the very best of our profession, and this national honor is well deserved." Lieutenant Tyler Gaines. Sergeant Leslie LaGrandier, Florida Department of Corrections. He has not been able to make it here yet. His flight is behind schedule, and we will recognize him in the morning at the breakfast. In October 2025, Sergeant Leslie LaGrandier was involved in a serious motor vehicle accident that resulted in a broken wrist requiring surgery and an extended recovery period. While still on medical leave recovering from those injuries, tragedy struck again on December 22nd, 2025, when a fire broke out at his apartment complex. Despite his own physical limitations and personal hardship, Sergeant LaGrandier immediately sprang into action, going door to door throughout the building to help evacuate residents to safety. His courage, selflessness, and quick response are credited with helping to save numerous lives that day. Tragically, Sergeant LaGrandier and his family lost their home and majority of their belongings in the fire. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming adversity, he has continued to demonstrate remarkable resilience, compassion, humanity, and unwavering dedication to others. His actions serve as a powerful reminder of the character and selfless service displayed by correctional professionals both on and off duty. Sergeant Leslie LaGrandier. Hearings Coordinator Gregory Mikett, Michigan Department of Corrections. In September 2025, tragedy struck at Church of Jesus Christ in Grand Blanc Township with a gunman drove his pickup truck into the church at nearly 60 miles per hour before setting the vehicle ablaze and opening fire in what became a horrific mass shooting. 4 innocent lives were lost during the attack, forever impacting the congregation and surrounding community. As chaos and gunfire erupted and many sought safety, congregant Greg Mikett made the extraordinary decision to run toward the danger. In an act of incredible courage and selflessness, Greg confronted the gunman in an effort to protect others and stop further loss of life. During the encounter, Greg was shot 3 times, yet continued rendering aid and assisting others until law enforcement officers were able to gain a clear shot and stop the attacker. Family members and fellow congregants described Greg as a deeply dedicated and faithful family man, friend, and member of his church community. Following the attack, Greg endured multiple surgeries and months of painful recovery with remarkable strength and determination. Today, we are truly honored to have Greg with us. His bravery, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to protecting others in the face of unimaginable danger serve as a profound example of courage and humanity. Hearings Coordinator Gregory Mikett. At this time, I would like to invite Raymond Gonzalez Jr. to the stage to recognize our Honor Guard teams. Before he begins, I want to say this. Honor Guard is not just ceremony, it is commitment. It is standing when others cannot. It is caring when others cannot. It is representing an entire profession in its most sacred moments. When a family sees that uniform, that precision, that presence, they know their loved one mattered. They know they are not alone. And that is because of the men and women who answered that call. Commander Gonzalez.
Thank you, man. Very nice job. It's an honor to stand here before you today and recognize the Honor Guard teams from across this great nation, a group whose presence speaks volumes, even in silence. When words fall short, they step forward. They are the ones who stand the final watch, the ones who carry our fallen with precision and reverence, the ones who move in perfect formation when grief makes it hard for the rest of us to stand still. They do not just represent ceremony, they represent discipline, they represent respect, and they represent a standard that must never be lowered. That standard was not created overnight. It was built by those who came before. One of those men was Larry Corby. Larry believed that honoring our own was not something we do halfway. He believed in excellence in every moment, every detail, every moment of presentation. Because we stand for the fallen. There is no room, when we stand for the fallen, there is no room for anything less than our very best. And the belief lives on in every Honor Guard member that stands here today. Those teams give their time. They train when others go home. They travel when others rest. And they stand steady, focused, and unwavering when the families need the strength the most. They bring dignity to grief. They bring honor to loss. And they remind every family we serve that their loved one mattered. To every Honor Guard member, thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for your discipline. Thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for carrying forward a tradition built on honor, precision, and respect. You do not go unrecognized, but today we give it freely and with the deepest respect. When your team is called, please have your Honor Guard commander come to the front of the room to receive a battle streamer. But before I do that, could every Honor Guard member in here please stand up? Thank you all for what you do when we're called to duty. First off, our host state, and they have been amazing hosts, the Utah Department of Corrections, Honor Guard Commanders Amber Jarvis and Brittany Roth. From New York and Sing Sing's Honor Guard, Sergeant Christopher James. Looks like that banner got lost in there, huh? Told you. Now, South Carolina Department of Correction Honor Guard, Sergeant Sean Morley. Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Region 6, Honor Guard Commander Gretchen Dye. Idaho Department of Correction, Honor Guard Commander Ryan Stevenson. Pennsylvania Department of Correction, Honor Guard, William Campbell. Florida Department of Corrections, Honor Guard Commander Peter DeVert. California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, San Quentin, James Pace. Connecticut Department of Correction, accepting on behalf of Commander Sergio Perez, Matt Wilson. California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, Pelican Bay, Kyle Ray. Ohio Department of Correction, Chad Lane. Nebraska Department of Correction, Charlene Most. Michigan Department of Correction, accepting for Commander Smith, Lindsay Simon. Oklahoma Department of Correction, Ryan Belu. California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation, Adult Parole, Carla Fish. Massachusetts Department of Correction, Honor Guard, Lieutenant John Haskell. Georgia Department of Correction, Keisha Kittles. Minnesota Department of Correction, Joe Ventra. North Carolina Department of Correction, and their newest Honor Guard commander recently appointed, John Frick. To all the Honor Guards in the room, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you do every time you're called to duty. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Commander. At this time, we turn to another group that makes everything we do possible, our lifetime sponsors. These are not just names or facilities. These are teams of people, officers, staff, leadership, who made the decision to give back to a profession that has given so much. Through their support, we are able to fund scholarships, provide assistance, and stand beside families in their darkest moments. This is not just generosity. That is a commitment to something bigger than themselves. I would like to welcome Ron Barnes to the stage.
So there's a set of reading glasses here, but they're the wrong prescription, so I'm going to go pull mine out. So good afternoon, everybody. It's truly an honor to stand before you today and recognize a group that plays a critical role in everything here at the Correctional Peace Officers Foundation, and that's our lifetime sponsors. In this profession, we talk a lot about showing up for the shift, showing up for each other, showing up when it matters most. But what these sponsors have done goes even further. They made a decision not only to support the mission, but to invest in it, to stand behind it, to believe in it, and to ensure that long after today, long after this event, long after we leave this room, the families we serve will continue to be taken care of. These lifetime sponsors are the backbone of our scholarship program. Because of them, the children, grandchildren, spouses, and those in our profession are given opportunity. Opportunity to pursue an education. Opportunity to build a bright future. Opportunity to carry forward the legacy of a parent who gave everything. That's just not support. That's impact. That is legacy. Each of the names you are about to hear and the representatives who will receive the award represents a team, a group of individuals who came together and said, we will take care of our own. As your organization is called and you're the representative, please come forward to accept your Lifetime Sponsorship Award. From the state of Arkansas, and accepting the award is Mr. Kevin Murphy. Our lifetime sponsor is Robinson Enterprise Incorporated. From the state of Minnesota, representing the AFSCME Outlaw Local 1539 is Adam Booth. From Missouri, Jefferson City Correctional Center. Accepting on their behalf is Deputy Warden Raina Martin. From the state of Montana, the Montana Department of Corrections Central Office, accepting on their behalf is our Commander, Ray Gonzalez. From the state of Nebraska, the Nebraska Department of Correctional Services, Cornhusker State Industries. Accepting on their behalf is a member of the Nebraska Honor Guard. From North Carolina, the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections Honor Guard in memory of Edward Pounds, the North Carolina Department of Corrections Division of Community Supervision in memory of Rodney Bulgazy, and the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections Division of Community Supervision in memory of Darlene Stoker. Accepting their award is a representative from the North Carolina Honor Guard. Or let me take that back, the Honor Guard. Come on over, we get you in. From Ohio, the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correctional State Honor Guard, the Ohio Wardens and Superintendents Association, and the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility. The Ohio Honor Guard will be accepting the awards on their behalf. Thank you. So to each of you, we really want to thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your generosity. And thank you for standing behind a mission that ensures no one is left behind and no correctional family stands alone. You are not just supporting this foundation, you are helping to carry it forward. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Perry Speth to come up here as we open the floor for any presentations to the foundation. If you would you please come to my right, and that's your left over here. Thank you.
Go ahead.
The Nebraska Honor Guard is giving a lifetime membership to our team because we have a lifetime membership to each of our facility, 10 or 11. We might be a small state because we know that a lot of you have a lot more institutions, but we're mighty. So on behalf of the Honor Guard, present that to you.
Thank you very much.
In addition to that, we would like to donate $2,000 to the kids' room.
Good afternoon. Tom Donaldson from Oregon. For the last several years, we've been running golf tournaments up in Oregon. So this year, from the Indowatch Memorial Foundation, we'd like to donate $6,000 to the scholarship fund and an additional $1,500 to the kids' room.
Good afternoon, Zach Augustin from the Massachusetts Correctional Officers Federated Union. We're going to donate $5,000 for the Makufu Pipes and Drums in honor of Sergeant Aaron Gill.
Well, good afternoon again. On behalf of the Georgia Department of Corrections and our Honor Guard team, we got a check for $10,000 for 2 lifetime memberships. One's for our facility division in honor of Ms. Rose Williams, which we've honored during this memorial services, and also from our Office of Professional Development, which is our training unit. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Officer George Elitis with the Connecticut Department of Corrections Honor Guard. 2026 Project 2000 is my first time attending and truly feel as I've gained an extended family with all of the CPOF members. I've felt nothing but generosity and kindness from every CPOF member and attendee, and after completing the past ceremonies and honoring our fallen families, it truly showed me the importance of what CPOF does for our community. Throughout the year, our Honor Guard was able to raise $2,000.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brittany Rothy with the Utah Department of Corrections Honor Guard. And first, we just wanted to thank you all for coming to our beautiful state. We hope you've had a great time here. We hope that we were gracious hosts for you as well. On behalf of our Honor Guard team, we wanted to donate $650 to the children's room.
Thank Hey, I'm John Frick, commander of the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections Honor Guard team, and I'm honored and privileged to command this team that's behind me and the ones that are back home. We raised money for the kids' room this year, so we'd like to donate $400.
Thank you for all those presentations. As we come to a close of today's Recognition Luncheon, I want to leave you with this. This profession asks a lot. It asks for your time, it asks for your strength, and sometimes it asks for more than it should. But what makes this community different is that we do not walk away from each other. To our survivors, we see you, we honor you, and we stand with you. To those who continue to serve, keep going, keep showing up, and know that what you do matters, even on the day it feels like it doesn't. And to everyone here, this is what taking care of our own looks like, not just in words, but in action, in presence, and in standing shoulder to shoulder no matter what. Thank you for being here, thank you for what you do, and thank you for taking care of each other. Thank you. And do not forget about the silent auction that goes back to this organization. The silent auction ends at 3 o'clock. Thank you.